aim for high score through smart learning, optimum utilization of time, and less stress. Today in this video, I am going to solve another question from the sample paper of English, Language and Literature for class 10, 2021. It is question number 8, that is letter to the SHO. So let's read the question. The question says attempt any one of the following in 100 to 120 words. It is of 5 marks. So I have taken part A. You are Tabassum or Tarun, a resident of Satyanagar colony, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. You have noticed that some residents of your colony are repeatedly flouting quarantine rules laid out during the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. Write a letter to the SHO of the local police station drawing attention towards the same. Explain how such acts impact the health of the community and request immediate intervention and strict action. Now here, let's understand the question first, what the question says. The question says that you have noticed in your colony that the rules of quarantine, they are being flouted. So that is why you are concerned and you write a letter to the of a local police station. Now here you have to take care that the name of the police station as such it's not given. It is a local police station. And drawing attention towards the same, that means the problem, and explain how such acts impact. So you have to give the impact also, impact the health of the community, and request an immediate intervention. So underline these things in the question paper so that when you are writing the letter, you don't forget to mention these. So since these are given in the question, so these should be there in the letter. So let's get started now. So first, on one corner, write down STRSSE. So by now, if you have been watching my video, so you know what is this. This is the code for writing the format. So S is sender's address. So sender's address, it's given Satyanagar colony, Bhubaneswar, Orissa. So I've told you that in the sender's address or in the receiver's address, minimum there should be 3 lines. It can be more than 3, that is, it can be 4 lines, but it should be never less than 3 lines. Now after that comes a D. So D is your date. So October 11, 2020. Try to follow this format for date. From R we have receiver's address. So this is the receiver's address. The SHO, Police Station West, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. So here we have 4 lines. Now why police station west? So if you remember in the question it's written local police station. So Bhubaneswar, it is a big city, so that means the city must be divided into parts or subdivisions, and every subdivision will have a separate police station. So maybe this Satyanagar colony is in west, so that is why I've written police station west. So you just cannot write the local police station. So you have to mention which police station. So you can write police station A division, B division, or west or north, whatever. But there has to be something specific. Now after that, we've written the receiver's address, then comes S. So that first S is for subject. So the subject is non-compliance of quarantine rules. And then comes our salutation, sir. So till here, we have 5 things of the format. The last one that is left, that is the complimentary clause. So it will come in the end. So this is the format. Now we come to the body of the letter. So here we begin the letter. Since it is 120 words, it has to be very short and crisp letter. So with regret, I want to state that some residents of my colony who are under quarantine are flouting rules. So straight away, we are mentioning the problem and the complaint. So who are under quarantine are flouting rules. So the problem is that people who are under quarantine, they are not following the rules. Now, what is the actual problem? So many are throwing parties and arranging get-togethers. When they're supposed to be inside their houses for at least a fortnight, they go shopping like nothing has happened, and that too without wearing a mask. So I have discussed the problem. Then, if you remember, the second thing that I told in the question is write about the impact. So such people, impact here means the effect. So such people can become a cause of community spread of this deadly virus and have increased risk of infection for those around. So I've talked about the risk. So this can result in community spread. This is one risk, and there's another risk that it can cause infection to the people who are living around. So that means in the colony. Then I come to the suggestions. So it says that I suggest that rounds should be conducted in the area on regular basis and heavy penalties should be imposed on those who defy the rules. I insist on an early action from your side before it is too late, as I fear my colony becoming the next hotspot. So very short and crisp letter. You have to make 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, discuss the problem. Problem क्या है? What is the complaint that you have to discuss in the first paragraph? So problem ये है कि आपकी कॉलोनी के कुछ लोग हैं who are supposed to be under quarantine but वो rules follow नहीं कर रहे हैं. So they are enjoying themselves, they are going out of the house, they are partying. So therefore you've decided to write a letter to the SHO. So letter में आपने complaint लिखी, उसके बाद आप अपनी letter में उस complaint के risk क्या है, effect क्या है वो लिखोगे. So the effect that I have mentioned is that this can result in community spread. So बहुत जल्दी ये सारी कम्युनिटी में फैल सकता है अगर इसी तरह लोग रूल्स को फॉलो नहीं करेंगे. एंड देन आपकी कॉलोनी में तो सबसे ज़्यादा रिस्क है ही है. सो इट हैज़ इंक्रीज द रिस्क ऑफ इन्फेक्शन फॉर दोज अराउंड. सो ये 2 चीज़ें जो है वो हो गई है इफेक्ट में. देन सजेशंस देने हैं 3rd पैराग्राफ में एंड द कंक्लूडिंग लाइन. सो सजेशन में है यू आर सजेस्टिंग दैट देयर शुड बी रेगुलर राउंड्स of the police personnel so that those who are found not following the rules, they could be heavily fined. So after that, the last concluding line, I insist on an early action from your side before it is too late, as I fear my colony becoming the next hotspot. So this is your concern. And then this is the last part in the format, that is complimentary clause. So you will write yours truly and Tabassum. So just write and follow, maintaining the left hand margin side. And this is a short and crisp letter in 120 words. Slightly they are, I think, more than 120, but that is okay. Now I have the marking scheme for you. So marking scheme is very important. So you have to follow the marking scheme. 5 marks question, 2 marks they are for content, 2 marks it is for your expression. And expression, as usual, it includes your grammar, your spellings, appropriate words, cohesion and coherence, that is connecting ideas and logical progression. So in format, so all these things, they should be in format. So if you see, there are 6 things. So these are SDR and SSC. So that is the code. So sender's address, date. So receiver's address is mentioned in the question, or it can be fictitious. So fictitious here means the police station that we have written from our own site. So the SHO, obviously you have to write that, you cannot make it fictitious. Then the subject, salutation and complimentary clause. Now this is very important. Organized format of the structure, it is expected. Organized format means maintain the left hand side margin. Absence of even one aspect, it shall result in the credit of half marks only. So this I have been telling in every video where I do the letter, that if you miss any one thing out of the format, your half mark will be deducted, and full credit it will only be given if all these 6 things are there. So that is why that code becomes very important. So write on one corner SDR SSC, because mostly students, they forget date and sometimes subject. Then 0 credit is if just format is listed without letter content. Again, this is very important, because many channels, they are saying that even if you write format, you will get the marks for the format, whereas you are not going to get it. So don't leave the answer sheet, even if time is less, try to scribble something in the content. Now the letter. So what should be there in the letter? First, let's see the presentation of the letter. So paragraphing is recommended. So if you write the points, then your 1 mark will be deducted, and opening phrases should be there, like this is to draw your attention, or I would like to draw the attention towards, etc. Similar kinds. Then a complaint. So use linking words for the complaint, connecting one sentence to the another. Then you have to talk about the impact. So impact obviously is the effect. Complaint here means talking about the problem. So again, use linking words for cause and effect. After that, appeal. Appeal here, you are appealing and you are giving suggestions that according to me this should be done. And then the last line, like I earnestly hope or I would like to request, use phrases like this. And then grammar, spellings, that will be checked obviously. Now the points that they have given for this letter. So complaint about some residents not following the quarantine rules. So this can be the subject. So there is an evident disregard to rules of social distancing, people roaming without masks in the colony, not staying indoors. The Resident Welfare Association is not taking any steps to prevent such behavior, and any other relevant point. So you can include these points or any other relevant point. So any other relevant point means these are not the only points that you can write. So you can write your own points also, but they should be relevant according to the subject. So then they say that when you are writing the content and you are stating the reason or writing by explaining the situation followed by complaint, so there should be minimum 2 points for that. So out of these, there should be 2 points. If you are taking any other relevant point also, so there should be 2 points. Then the impact, again 2 points. So this complaint and problem is of 1 mark. This impact it is of half mark. And impact can be like putting everyone's life in risk, it aggravates mental stress or any other relevant point. And then in the last, we come to the appeal, that is your request to look into the matter at the earliest, take immediate action, and any other relevant point. Again, it will be of half mark. So 1 mark format, 2 marks the complaint and the problem part, and half mark impact and half mark the suggestions, and the last concluding line. So if we check our letter according to this format, let's see. So here we have written about the problem and we have given 2 points here. So what are they doing? They are throwing parties and arranging get-togethers. They are, when they're supposed to be inside their houses, they go shopping and they don't wear a mask. So we've written everything. And then in the impact, we have written that there is chance of community spread and there is a high risk of infection for those who are around. So again, we've given 2 points for the impact. Then in the appeal, so we are giving a suggestion that rounds should be conducted on regular basis and heavy penalties to those who are define the rules. And then in the last, I insist on an early action from your side before it is too late. So we have included all the points. So again, if we check the beginning line, so हमने किस लाइन से शुरू किया? With regret, I want to state. So we have begun according with an expression that is there in the marking scheme. Now, not exact same expression, but they want something like this. Like this is to draw your attention towards, or I would like to draw your attention towards. So similar kind, with regret I want to state that some residents. So इस तरह से ये लेटर शुरू करनी है. And then we have included 3 points in the complaint. Throwing parties and arranging get togethers. They were supposed to be in their houses, but they go shopping and they are not wearing a mask. So 3 चीजें हो गई हमारी complaint में. Then impact में हमारी 2 चीजें आ गई, community spread and high risk of infection. और उसके बाद जो suggestions हैं उसमें भी हमारे 2 suggestions आ गए. So after that the complimentary close. So 6 things, 6 चीजें हमारी format की पूरी हो गई हैं and 3 paragraphs हमारे कंटेंट के पूरे हो गए हैं. सो अगेन अगर हम इस तरह से लेटर लिखेंगे, our marks are not going to be deducted in any way. Now this is the same letter, but it is in a little detail. So in case you like some point from here, you can take that point and you can delete a point from the previous letter and add that. So I'll just quickly read this. In these hard times of COVID-19 pandemic outbreak, I truly appreciate our government for taking the pandemic seriously and laying necessary rules to contain the virus. I also recognize the extra mile you and your personnel have to walk every day to get these rules implemented. But with regret, I want to state that many residents of my colony are taking it very lightly. Even the people with a home quarantine stamp on their hand are flouting all rules. Many are throwing parties and arranging get togethers when they're supposed to be inside their houses for at least a fortnight. They go shopping like nothing has happened, and that too without wearing a mask. Social distance does not seem to have any meaning for them. Such people are not only risking their life but can become a cause of community spread of this deadly virus. The elderly people and the children in the colony are at high risk due to this casual attitude of the people under quarantine. I have tried talking to some of them, but to no avail. It is high time now that some action is taken against those who are not observing the rules. Rounds should be conducted in the area on a regular basis, and heavy penalties should be imposed on those who defy the rules. I insist on an early action from your side before it is too late, as I fear my colony becoming the next hotspot. So this is a letter in detail. In case the letter it is of 10 marks. So for that case, this is a little detailed letter. So a little detailed version of the same. So we have solved another question of 5 marks. That's all for today. I hope this was really helpful to you. Now before leaving, you have to subscribe to my channel and of course give it a thumbs up if you liked it, if you found it to be helpful. Follow me on Instagram also, where I keep on updating what video is coming up next, and check the playlist of class 10, where all the videos for class 10 that I've already uploaded are listed there. So bye for now. Until next time, I come with another question from the sample paper. So do subscribe and do share it with your friends so that these questions, they reach everyone and everyone is able to get good marks. Thank you very much.